long 2 weeks, but I'm back. My new little opening. With some questions, because apparently I'm using my phone to video, so I don't actually have it on my phone. I thought I would do a Slimming World Q&A because I get a lot of questions like every week, so I might as well just pile it all into one video. It saves me answering the same question. So just to kickstart, I started in February 2018. Took me 8 months to get to my first target. Then I lost another half a stone within 6 months. This was like unintentional. I just decided I wanted to lose a bit more. And I've gone from 12 stone 4 to 9 stone 8 currently, but obviously target it sort of ranges. So yeah, also subscribe, like, comment, give me the support. Like, I appreciate it. I haven't been on here because I've had uni deadlines, the bane of my life. But yeah, so I'm just going to literally get straight on. I've literally got like a piece of paper because I'm cool like that. So the first question, well, it wasn't more of a question. She just sort of said she's on Slimming World, but she loves takeouts and cheese. And let me tell you, I'll fill you with the cheese, well, and the takeouts. You can still have those. I mean, you just have to balance it really. Like cheese, obviously you're allowed your healthy extra A, so make use of that. You're allowed 2 now anyway, so go for it. But takeouts, maybe have one a month as a treat. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I used to work it really. Obviously having a boyfriend's so hard, but you just gotta find ways around it. You're allowed one. You just don't have one every single week. That's all I'd do. Slimming World group or at home group, I'd say. Although I stuck to group for about 6 months, and then in the summer, like I go to uni, so in the summer I was working like loads, so I couldn't make the group because it was like a Tuesday evening. Now I go to a Wednesday morning, but I've never stayed. But I always go to group to get weighed because it's the best thing to do. Like, the scales are there, they're the same scales. I don't have to weigh myself at home or have scales at home then. I find it a lot better for myself to do that. So yeah. I'd just say group for the support. Like, the support was amazing, especially in the start of my journey. I feel like the support of Instagram sort of took over. If I didn't have anything, I wouldn't stick to it. So I'm glad I've got my Instagram for that. But yeah, I would say group. For the certificates and the book as well, like, the book is such a big help. How do I stay good? She has Australia in 4 weeks and she's scared of a gain. This was like 2 weeks ago, these questions, so I take it Australia's pretty close now. But I'd say just be good where you can. Obviously, you're in Australia for a month, you're going to enjoy your time. And the weight can be lost after. There's so much time to lose this weight. You're not going to get that time back in Australia, you're just not. So what if you gain a stone? So what if you gain 2 stone? You got the rest of your life to lose it. Like, don't think like that. Just, you need to enjoy yourself. Obviously, be good where you can. I'm sure you'll be walking loads and doing loads of adventures or whatever. So as long as you're exercising with walking or keeping active, eating the best way you can maybe on certain days of the week and then letting loose on others, I'd say that's absolutely fine. Just enjoy it is the main thing. Low sin or sin-free snacks, not fruit and veg. Obviously I do snack on fruit, but there is other things. There's like cheese curls from Aldi, they're 3 sins, and snaps are 3 sins. They're the crisps I reach for. And Cheetos, I think, are like 3.5 sins. Seafood sticks are another one. Cold meat, if you've got like slices of cooked chicken in your fridge or something, you can just munch on them like I do. Or another good one I like is cooked chicken with tomato in the middle and some cheese, so you're healthy, and then just eat that. I find that a really nice snack. It is hard to find sin-free stuff, but you can. Cereal bars as well, benefit bars, I love them, they're 3 sins. And you get 2 for your healthy bee as well, so yeah. Foods I can't stand. Avocado, I wish I liked it because it would be such a good Instagram picture, but I fucking hate it. It just tastes like nothingness, and even if you season it, it still tastes like shit. What else don't I like? Gherkins, they're vile. There's not a lot of food that I don't like. I like quite a lot of food, but there are 2 things that I really don't like and I would never have. What motivates me to get back on it after I fall off the wagon? Love you, by the way. I love you too. I think just the fact that how disgusted I was in myself at the start. Like, I don't want to ever feel like that again. I literally felt horrible in myself. I like to feel that insecure to go to now I'm a different person. I don't ever want to get myself into that again. And I feel like that's where the scales are helpful. Like, I've got to a situation with Target, I don't weigh every week. But when I do, if I was to ever be like quite a few pounds heavier, it would snap me back into it straight away. I'd be like, I don't want to get any bigger. Because the second you start letting it creep on, it will get out of control. It just spirals. So I think just remind yourself how much you want it, like you really don't want to go back to the beginning again. What would be the point? You've just wasted so many months of hard work over a bit of food. It is literally just some food. Like, you can just not eat the food and you'll be absolutely fine. Just pick a healthier alternative. Do you know what I mean? Obviously enjoy yourself here and there, but you don't every time have to enjoy yourself. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that sounds really bad, but not enjoy yourself. But if you're sat at home, you don't need to be munching on like 10 packs of crisps sort of thing. Like, have a bit of fruit or have 1 pack of crisps. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So the next one, how to cope with a gain. If I put on £0.5, it's the end of the world. And then I mixed that with another question which was similar, but obviously staying positive when you've had a gain. Gains are hard to take. I'm quite easy with them now because I'm used to being at Target, but when I was losing weight, it was really hard, like especially if I'd had a good week. I remember the week before I went on holiday right to Turkey, I'd been good all week. You can imagine, I've got a holiday, I was on it more than ever, and I gained £1 the day before holiday, and I was absolutely raging. But you just got to pick yourself back up, forget it, like it's a tiny gain in the long process of your journey. Like, it's this much out of this much. Don't think about it. Think, well, what can I do next week? It will show the next week. If you have a bad week after a gain, it's gonna sting, you're still gonna gain. If you have a good week after a gain, it will show the next week. That's all you've got to think. You can't think of it like it's the end of the world, because £0.5 is not the end of the world. There's people dying out there. Like, think of it like that if you have to. That's how I think. I think there's people actually like on the brink of death, and I'm worried about £0.5 loss. Like, there's more to life than weight loss. You got to live every moment like it's your last. Do you know what I mean? That's what you got to do. Staying motivated or changing foods when weight loss slows down. I had this a stone in, my weight loss just was not going anywhere. That's when I gained that £1. It was just not going anywhere. I found lowering my sins to 7 sins was really good. Like, that was the best thing I could have done for myself. Lowering my sins, obviously when you get to a certain weight, 15 sins is too much. I literally halved it, well, sort of halved it, 7, and I found myself like losing quick again. So I'd say lower your sins and not even change your food, maybe just add more speed. You're probably not eating enough speed. I never was. I never have ever followed the a third of your plate speed ever, until like I was slowing down. And then even now, I don't have side salads or anything. I just pack it into meals. Like, I'll make a tomato pasta but shove about 10 veg in there, do you know what I mean? And then I don't have to have it on the side, if that makes sense. So yeah. Anything I'd change about Slimming World, I wouldn't add calorie counting in, because that's the whole reason I like Slimming World, because I don't have to count calories. But there needs to be some sort of like line, because I follow it, like, so say I measure out my pasta, like really pasta's sin free. You could have like the whole pack of pasta, really you're not going to lose weight. I know a lot of people know this already, and you will like know when to stop, but there are people that's like hungry, and it's the benefit of not going hungry, but then you end up snacking on things that are free too much, and then that could be where the gains are coming from. So I'd say maybe add like a line, like measure out more things, because if you're eating like a whole bag of pasta, you're really not going to lose weight, and that's what Slimming World needs to make clear. Although it's clear in itself, it's common sense, but it doesn't say it in the plan. So yeah, that would be the one thing I'd change. I love Slimming World though. So do I calorie count as well? No, I don't. I used to calorie count, and I used to go to the gym 6 times a week, and believe me, it was getting obsessive. Like, I could not do that again. I like Slimming World. I don't have to count every single calorie. I don't have to put in my phone every single time I have like a banana or a bloody sandwich or anything. I just count it in my sins. I know the sins are roughly anything now anyway, so I don't even have to check the sins. And it's so much more lenient. Like, I just couldn't calorie count. And plus, it's not that I don't agree with it, but when I was calorie counting myself and not Slimming World, I was eating crap. Like, I could have a whole McDonald's meal and be well within my calories, whereas now I'm cutting out things like that because it's too high in sins. So I personally don't, but if you do, obviously some things it's good to, like potatoes, pasta, like I said, like it has to be a line somewhere, but I don't calorie count. What motivates me on the weekends? Nothing, because I'm never on plan on the weekend. When I was losing weight, I was every week. I just thought, I want that loss next week. I want to get closer to target next week. That's the only thing that got me through, knowing that if I'm losing, I'm closer to target. If I'm not losing, this is the way I got to target, right? I used to think, when I'm at target, I can have all the off-plan days I want and like be within that range. But I'm paying every week. I'm not going to pay for a takeaway and then pay again to tell me I've gained. Do you know what I mean? It's just a waste of money, if anything. And then the quicker it happened, the quicker I got to target. Now every weekend I'm living my best life, so that's my advice. On plan with a boyfriend. Kyle is the worst. He's got better, to be fair. He doesn't ever try and tempt me anymore. But he used to be bad because he knew I was half-hearted about dieting before Slimming World. So he'd be like, oh, just have this. Oh, just have this. Oh, should we go out? Should we go out? I did have to draw the line at one point. I was like, we're not going out for a good month because I want to get to Target now. And that's what I did. I was just stern with him. You got to be stern. When they're eating crap, make sure you're stocked up with sin-free or low-sin snacks or a big pasta bake. Make things that you love when you know you're seeing him, because he sat there last night with a chili beef meal and a whole bag of prawn crackers, and I was buzzing because I got salmon and veg because that's my favourite meal. So that's how you got to work it. Just eat what you like around him, like eat what you really crave, but on Slimming World. It works for me. Biggest tip for staying at Target? I don't know. I think I just wing it, to be honest. There's loads of ways around Target and you have to find your own way. My personal way is I'm good Monday to Friday, like bang on, 7 to 10 sins a day. I don't have any excuses. I plan every week still, even though I'm at Target. I tend to have a date night with Kyle, or I have a takeaway, or I have a day off, or even a meal off between Friday and Sunday, whether that be 2 days or one, depending on what plans I've got. So always, if you're at Target, always allow yourself at least one day off, because if you're still having every day on, you're gonna keep losing, and then you won't be at Target anymore. Another thing is don't weigh every week. I was still weighing every week for a good 2 months after Target, and it was just getting ridiculously obsessive. Then I went to every other week. Now I weigh myself every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks, and I'm always in the same bracket. So it just proves you don't have to weigh yourself. You know what's good for you. You know what's bad for you. Balance it out. Weigh yourself once a month or something, and then you've got the balance there. I feel like I'm at a good like, if you'd have followed me from when I hit Target, I struggled a lot, but I feel like I'm really good with it now. Does eating too many carbs affect the plan? No, because I wouldn't have got to Target if that's the case. I have pasta for dinner, I'll have like rice for lunch, I'll have bread for breakfast. So in answer to your question, no, it doesn't at all. And if anyone tells you it does, they're lying. As long as you're not eating, like I said, a bag of pasta. Comfort eating when I don't... do I comfort eat when I don't get the results I wanted? No, because I feel like that just doesn't solve anything. Like, I've always thought that. What is eating unhealthily after getting a gain going to solve for you personally? It's going to make it worse. I just used to go home, get out of my mood, just talk to anyone about it, get it off your chest, rant about it. If you got an Instagram, rant on your Instagram, and then draw the line and think, you know what, I'm going to prove myself wrong and I'm going to get a loss next week. That's what I used to think anyway. What do I use my sins on? I always have a snack before bed, whether it be a Benefit bar or a Fibre One bar or something like that. Crisps for lunch if I'm going to uni or something like that. Pasta and sauces, I love them. Or little bits of sauces like ketchup and stuff. That's all I tend to use them on. Maybe corn nuggets or the little Mayflower curry sauces, things like that. Low sin goodies that feel naughty. 100% Fibre One brownies or that cake bar. Warm it up in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Add a bit of whipped cream, like light whipped cream for 1 sin. It literally feels like you're eating a brownie. I've not had the low sin ice creams, but there's Halo Top and like Aldi do their own. I think every supermarket does their own brand now as well. So I'd assume they'd feel naughty as well. But I have a Benefit bar, chocolate and fudge, and that feels naughty for me with a cup of tea before bed. So that's what I have. Balancing uni and boyfriend being on plan. You're amazing, by the way. Thank you. You too. I don't know how I've done it really. I think planning is the main thing. Every week, if you watch my other videos, Slimming World Essentials, it'll go through how I plan. But I plan every week, do my food shop, and you know what I do? It's the longest thing ever, but it keeps me on plan. Say say last night I went to uni all day, then I was going straight to Kyle's. So I got all my food, measured out everything, put it in a plastic bag, take it to Kyle's so it's there for when I get back. Go to uni, I've got all my food for uni. It just takes a lot of perseverance and hard work. It's like second nature to me now. Like, literally, I know for a fact I've got to get food for Kyle's. Like, it's got to happen, otherwise I'm not going to eat. So, yeah, I'd say plan. As long as you're planning around everything. I plan my days at uni, I plan when I'm seeing Kyle, I plan when I've got work, and I plan my food around it, so I don't say, for instance, I'm not making bloody a 4-course meal if I finish uni at 7, because really I'm not going to be able to do it, and it will tempt me to have a takeaway. So I make easy things on hard days, and on easy days I might make something a bit better. So that's how I do it. What did you drink alcohol-wise when losing a lot, and how much? And do you use your sins on a hangover? I never really ever drank alcohol and use my sins for it. If I'm going out to enjoy myself, and I'm going to drink, and I'm going to have a hangover, and I'm going to enjoy the hangover as much as I can. and have whatever food I want. I think don't deprive yourself. Fair enough, if you're drinking every weekend, you're going to have to add it into your sins, otherwise it's going to get out of control. And then I'd say spirits, like gin. There's on the Slimming World app or in the book, it tells you how much allowance. I think 25 or 35 ml is like 4 or 5 sins for like vodka, gin, things like that. Obviously diet, like lemonade, diet coke, whatever. But no, I never use my sins for any of that because I don't drink every week. If I go out, it's like once in a blue moon, so I want to enjoy it. So no, I never bothered with sins on that. But there's easy ways around it, and if you have a hangover, just have comfort food, pasta bakes, like sausage sandwiches, like things like that, but you can make healthy. The last question, what did Kyle and your family think of Slimming World? Were they supportive? Yeah, they were. Kyle was really proud of me, like when I actually went on my own. He didn't think I'd do it. I think he thought I'd bottle it, but I didn't. So he was really proud. My family have been really supportive, like every time I say like, oh, I've lost, well, I used to obviously be losing weight, I used to tell them every week, they used to be so chuffed for me. I feel like you need the support around you, but the Instagram's the main thing that's helped me. Kyle is definitely the main thing that's helped me as well, because he's allowed me to have days where like I just want to eat nothing but Slimming World, and he's got to deal with that. Days where we've had to sacrifice a date night for a fake away, and he's like got buzzing for it. So I think like now obviously I'm at Target, we're going out a lot more and we're enjoying it, but he allowed me to have those months of like hard work, and I do owe him a lot for that, because he had to stay in every weekend and be boring with me. But yeah, they're really supportive. As long as you've got a supportive family and friends, like, they're gonna be, no matter what you do. You've just got to know when to put your foot down and be like, I don't want to eat shit all the time, I want to be good, and just keep telling them that, and it will stick with them eventually. But yeah, I hope this has helped. Like, I've waffled a bit, but I've got the main points across really. So yeah, make sure you send me any more suggestions or anything like that. I'll leave my Instagram down below. I'll leave my 21 buttons down below, because I'm sure you're going to ask where these are from. Everyone always does. So I'll leave it on my 21 buttons. And yeah, subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. And I'll catch you next time.